Hey guys. So today we're going to talk about why you need to treat your clients as individuals, which I know at first kind of sounds like, well, obviously I will treat my clients as individuals. They're people. I will treat them as people. But no, you need to specifically treat your clients as individuals. Just as we wouldn't want our clients to think of us as the same as any other copywriter or as the same as any other service provider, just as if they'd had a crummy experience with a previous service provider or a previous copywriter, we wouldn't want that to carry over. We need to remember that each client is an individual and that just because they may do something similar to a previous client, it doesn't mean that they are the same. So for example, if a client is taking a while to get back to you on a proposal. Now, sometimes we might think, oh, well, I had another client that took a while to get back to me on the proposal. And when they got back to me, they said it was too expensive and they were going to put a pause on the project. Okay. That happens sometimes, but just because that happened with one client doesn't mean that that's going to be the same situation with this client. We're always talking about not making assumptions because you never know what's going on in anyone's head. You're not psychic. But the point is that you can't make any assumptions about what's going on in a scenario with a client because every single client is going to be different. Similarly too, you can't, just because one tech client acts in one way or has one set of systems or one set of processes, that doesn't mean that you can assume that it's going to be exactly the same from one tech client to another. Bear in mind too that, clients have off days in the same way that we have off days. And yes, we would hope that everyone is going to be the top-notch professional that we expect them to be. But sometimes clients have off days and you might get a short response from them. You ask them a long question, you just get back a yep, or you just get back something that doesn't seem to you like it's perhaps as friendly or even as professional as you'd like it to be. Instead of assuming that your client as a whole is a terrible person or your client is a big jerk, just give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them that moment because it's so much easier to go down the road of like, oh, my client is a jerk. Oh, I hate my client. Oh, my client's mean to me. Blah, 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 blah. Instead, give that client the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're having an off day. Maybe they're having a day where they're super busy and more than anything else, they just wanted to get that answer to you, that quick, easy answer to you. And yes, maybe you would have preferred a little bit more friendliness to it. Maybe you would have preferred a little bit more, just a little bit more professionalism. But clients are human too. Clients are different from person to person and they are human too. So more than anything else, give your clients the benefit of the doubt. Just because they're not answering or they maybe give you a short little response when you would have expected something more. Or I think we've talked before about if a client tries to rewrite copy for you. I think I've told this story about how I worked at a company and the project manager, whenever there was a change that she wanted, she would try to write the copy for it, try to suggest the copy. And so I said, hey, kind of pulled her aside and said, hey, I just wanted you to know, while I appreciate the collaboration in this process, the best way for you to give me feedback is just to tell me what's not working and why it's not working. And then you can leave it up to me to make those changes since it's my job. I'm the copywriter. And she went, oh my gosh. I thought I was being a jerk by only telling you what the problem was and not making any suggestions for a possible solution, which when you really think about it is actually very sweet. She was so invested in the collaboration. She felt like she had to not just talk about what doesn't work and let me solve it. She felt that she had to be part of the solution and actually write the copy. And of course, too, when I explained it to her that's explained very gently, that's not how it worked. She was so glad to not have to think up the copy. So remember, clients are individuals. You never know what they're thinking. I know it's very tempting to be like, I sent you the proposal, I haven't heard from them. It means they hate me. It means they don't want to pay me this money. It means it's too expensive, or it means it's too inexpensive, or it means it's too... You don't know. You don't know what's going on in their head. So they're all individual people. You don't know what's going on in their head. And the best way to deal with clients is to give them the benefit of the doubt. And when anything is unclear, just ask very politely, very friendly, very professional manner. But when something's unclear, just ask. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. That is how I would recommend dealing with your clients who, as we always say, clients are not professional clients. They don't always know how to be the best client, so part of our jobs is to coach them to be better clients.